Hey everybody, how's it going today? Superfiend here. Welcome back to our Grom the Paunch Warhammer II campaign in Mortal Empires. Grom has recently been crumping lots of Bretonnians. First it was Paravon, now it's Carcassonne. We've raised a total of 3 settlements. 2 of them have been repopulated, so we'll get to crump them again real good. That's what we're here for. But we did bring up a second army, which has lowered our upkeep return a little bit. But once we get both armies completely recruited, 20 out of 20, we're going to make the call to Wa, and then we're going to really bring the pain to the surrounding areas and all the Bretonnians. And we're letting this army, Nasha, is going to come down and defeat the Fey Enchantress, because if we look at Grom, who's already defeated her, he has in here, the Witchfinder General defeated the Fey Enchantress, casualty replenishment rate 10%. That's pretty good. And we want to be able to get that on at least one of our other units. Maybe then we'll make peace with her. I don't know. If we make peace with her, then we can always come back and crump her again later with another lord and get the bonus on somebody else. She will be desperate for peace by then. But let's go ahead here. And let's bring Grom back up this way. And with Nasha, we can come out to about here. They're not in range of each other, but the AI is certainly not going to want to come out and fight with either one of them. And with Grom, we need to go ahead and get some more Gobbos here. I think we need 1 unit of Goblin Archers. We've got 4 units of Skulkers, so we'll just get 2 units of Goblin Spears, bringing him up to 19 out of 19. And then with this guy over here, we can do a local recruitment. We've got 4 Pump Wagons. Let's go ahead and get 1 more Goblin Archer. We'll be about minus 2,000 per turn. That's okay. Once this is built, we'll get a little bit more income from raiding, looting, sacking, that kind of stuff. And then we're going to come out and hit the Fey Enchantress once more, and then we'll be able to push back up this way. We'll probably go ahead and attack Bastogne, or maybe even, who are you? Bordelou, because it looks like they're going to come over here and settle this. Let's go ahead and end our turn. We're on our way as well to getting upkeep reduction in our technology tree for Goblin units, so that money that we're spending right now, it's going to be slightly returned to us in just a couple turns. And after we do a little bit of sacking and plundering, our income is going to be just fine. Just fine. Especially once we get our Waz going. Okay, we can see over here, Kothik has been united against us. So that is 2 high elf factions that have declared war on us. And let's see here. Growth minus 10, obedience. Now let's take the migration. Okay. And now with Grom and Nasha, you know what? I think we just need to come right down towards the Fey Enchantress. I don't think she's going to fight us. She is at war with Count Noctilus, and we want to get there before he does. Now, do they have the walls back? Not yet. And with Grom, we want to go ahead and get that 1 final Goblin unit. There we go. That looks good. We're 2 turns away from getting a 20% upkeep reduction, and then Vanguard deployment for all Goblins, and increased ammunition for Doomdiver catapults if we choose to use them. And then once we get the battle here and we see where we're going to attack next, then we'll start building some buildings. But right now, with our treasury the way it is, I don't want to spend that money. Okay, the Fey Enchantress has defeated Count Noctilus's army. She's ready to accept peace. I don't know. I think if we don't wipe her out and we make peace, that Count Noctilus will just come up here and kill her. So maybe we should just wipe her out, and then we'll only have the 2 lords that got the casualty replenishment bonus. But we're going to lead the attack here with Nasha. She just fought a battle, so she should still be a little bit weak. Not that much. It doesn't look very good until we bring up Grom. So let's go ahead and get him up here. We're spending 2,000 per turn now. We can do this for 3 turns. That looks much better to me. And you better not destroy any of my units. Good. Oh boy, that's not worth very much, is it? But we're going to go ahead then, and we're going to raise this. Okay, income from sacking, 10% with Snotling Scavengers, and now Nasha has casualty replenishment rate and faction destroyed, so she is gone. And can we immediately search the runes? No, we cannot. So he is back to there. Now let's see, what is this worth if we sack it? It's worth 7,000. So you know what? I think we're gonna head off that way. because they've recently settled this. It's going to take them a little bit of time before they can safely move out of here. And we've got 4 turns. We have 4 turns of funds here. So let's go ahead and encamp. And let's make the call to Wah. And now we have to choose a target. Now, the stronger the target, the better our reward. And we really can't see too much around here. And so I'm not going to worry about it too much. And what we'll do is we'll just pick... We'll pick Aquitaine. And then we got Gork or Mork. Now, Mork is going to give us missile strength. And we're going to get Big Wah for all of our armies. Replaces the regular Wah, except for Grom. He still keeps Grom's Wah. Or we can get weapon strength. And I think we'll go ahead and go with Gork. And so now you can see here, now that we got our Wahs, here they are. They're going to slowly just build up over time. And I don't think we pay for these units at all. And if we go back and look at the main army tab, we can see that the Wah unit count is 5 out of 20. And the tooltip says a Wah army will grow to the same number of units its parent army had when the call to Wah was made. The type of units that join this army can depend on its location or your faction leaders. So you want to make sure that your stacks are 20 out of 20 or very close to it before you call your Wah. Now we have 20 turns here to destroy their capital, which is over here. That should be relatively easy. And when we do that, we'll get a trophy preview, Kill the Humies. We'll get charge bonus and obedience. And this is a big Humies trophy. Now over here, in order to get the lucky banner, we need to obtain one of the following, a Call to Wah trophy. So the sooner we get that trophy, the sooner we're going to be able to get our lucky banner and maybe get better magic items and increased ward save for Grom and even more melee defense for our units in the army. And then once we cook a recipe, we'll get scrap and treasury here. And we still have this obscure hint of mushy meats, me want mushy meats. I'm not sure what we need to do there. And then the axe of Grom, we just need to fight the battle. We can do that pretty much anytime we're ready. But I'm going to wait until maybe after the Wah is done. Or maybe if we do it with the Wah, maybe the Wah joins us in the battle. I don't know. Maybe we could try that. We're going to pick Route Marcher with Nasha. We have more skill points. Oh, gosh. So let's see. With Nasha, you know what? Let's go ahead and go red line straight away and improve the Gobbos. And then with this fellow here, this will improve post-battle loot. So we're going to put a point into Scavenge. And we have a skill point with Grom. So now we look over here at Sneaky Stabbas. We get physical resist, 15%. Oh, my gosh. For all Goblin... Pump Wagon, Night Goblin, Squig Herd units rank 7 and above, and then leadership. Now, I don't think we have any that are rank 7 quite yet because we keep merging them. But let's go ahead and get Sneaky Stabbas. And then we're going to put the final point into Fervor over here with our Giant River Troll Hag getting 20% weapon strength. And we look pretty good. And then we're going to have upkeep reduction next turn. Now, some Wood Elves have declared war on Crooked Moon. And maybe it'll be in our best interest to go over there and give them an assist. But we have to finish wiping out more Bretonnians first. Okay, technology research. Let's go ahead and look at what we're going to get next in the big thinking tree. Now, we got no complaining, obedience +3. Or we can get increased taxes. We have our taxes turned off right now, by the way. We can increase our growth. Or we can go fast and we get more campaign movement range. Now, what do we get down here? Global recruitment duration, -1 turn for all units, and global recruitment capacity, +2. That could be pretty good. An additional 10% upkeep reduction. And then we have our Ragnarok upgrades. But in order to get this, we have to backtrack. So, like, this is quite a ways out for us. It's quite a ways out. Now, we can get the Goblin Great Shaman Rachnik Spiderclaw to join our faction's Lord Pool. Increased charge bonus for spider units, melee attack for spider units. When killed in battle, they'll be wounded instead. Arachnarok eggs and enemy leadership reduced in the local region. But we have to go through all of this. We'd have to get, well, we don't need spider worship or wolf breeding, but we at least have to go through here. So what does this give us? Night Goblins, scrap upgrades for Night Goblins, ammunition, missile strength, Healy Mushrooms. Casualty replenishment rate is pretty good. So maybe we want to go over to Healy Mushrooms. We'll also get income from post-battle loot, reduced attrition, and the campaign movement range. So we're going to go through this top line right there, I think. I don't even feel the need to look at the bottom. The replenishment rate and campaign movement range are just too good to pass up. All right, let's see here. Can we can't cross the river quite yet. So let's bring Grom, and then we'll bring Nasha up behind there. Waz should be growing in strength. This looks like Kothik, one of the high elf factions that declared war on us. They're going to come over and say hi. All right, let's look at our Waz. Oh, yeah, they're getting stronger. They're getting stronger. We got Pump Wagon in Grom's Wa. That's right, fatter than anyone. Now, since we're going to be able to sack this next turn, I feel pretty comfortable spending 4,500 on that. We can always cancel it if we need to. That building does provide income, and once it's done, we should probably turn our taxes. Well, we should turn our taxes back on over here anyways, because our public order is 100 out of 100. And Kothik turns around, and it looks to me like Safari is going to declare war as well. Okay, the High Elves look like they're just going to slowly pile in with war declarations, but I don't know if they're going to make good on their threats and actually come over here and fight us. I'm certainly not going to go over there, at least not immediately. And let's go ahead and take the money, and we'll accept the Chaos Corruption for a handful of turns, and eventually we'll just build a building that provides untainted corruption. In fact, we could do that right now. Basically, it would offset the cost of accepting the 3,000, but let's go ahead and do that to get that built. Let's turn our taxes on. Now we're earning 160. It really hasn't improved all that much. And with Grom here, we can come up and initiate the attack at Aquitaine. Okay, and we can auto-resolve this, but I'm going to wait till we bring up our other army so we can share the experience and hopefully take less casualties. And we can see that they are, Alberic is recruiting over in his capital. And this is going to be a real simple battle. We've got overwhelming numbers, and we'll sack that for 8,000. We've got a potion of healing for Nasha, which is pretty good, and we've unlocked another regiment of renown, a few regiments of renown. And we have more Snotling scavengers, and we also have an opal amulet. And Grom the Paunch has become bold, and he's a butcher. My goodness, a lot to go through there. All right, so let's see in here. Let's give the opal amulet to you, and then you have the potion of healing. Can we give you the Snotling scavengers as well? And what about the Goblin Big Boss? We haven't yet got any armors. Can't give him anything in here. We can give him Snotling scavengers. He's got another skill point. Let's go ahead and... campaign line of sight could be handy, but let's go ahead and get weapon strength and melee attack. Make him a little bit more sturdy in combat. And then right here, since we sacked it, we can push up and push up all the way. And where do we want to go here? This is Grom the Paunch. So we've done the big lads. Now what's this at the end? Base weapon damage and melee attack. Let's go ahead and get the Great One is ear. We're going to want that. And then finally with our River Troll Hag, leadership aura size, characters leader auraship is +5. We can get the hit points or the fire resist. That will really come in handy by the time we're fighting high elves. But you know what? Maybe replenish troops. No, we got good replenishment right now. We still have our recipe is active too, I think. Or maybe it's not. No, our recipe is no longer active, so we need to cook again. We need to spend some of our scrap to cook. Let's go ahead. Let's get Spirit Leech, and then we'll go down to Doom and Darkness, because this gives us a really nice AoE leadership debuff, which can cause the AI to flee the battle a little bit sooner, make our lives a little bit easier. And we're 2 turns away from campaign movement range. We got plenty of money now, so let's go ahead and upgrade this so we can get the rock lobbers and the better pump wagons. And we'll spend 2,000 here. And I'm not going to spend the 4,000 because then we'll be poor. And if we're really lucky, they'll bring up a second lord foolishly outside the settlement. I don't know that they will, but if we're lucky, they will. We'll see. He's going to beg us for peace, and we're going to decline. He's leaving. He's completely abandoning his lands. He's like, screw this, I'm out of here. There's way too much green on the horizon. It's also his least favorite color. Okay, we're just looking better and better here.
Big as an orc.
We have to sack this at least one time so that we can move on. It doesn't have the walls anymore. And, okay, so we'll auto-resolve there. And you know what? I'm going to raise it with Nasha. We got more Snotling Scavengers. Now, does Grom... Or do we have Snotling Scavengers on her? Can we give them to her? It doesn't look like we can. Oh, we got a Fireball. Kind of odd putting a Fireball trinket on a troll, because they don't like fire. He can't move, but he should be plenty safe to defend against whatever they would like to attack us with. And we can auto-resolve this. And we'll sack that for 12,000. We've gained a new ingredient. And we have more Snotling Scavengers. And then we also have a Swindler. 2 Swindlers. Let's see. Can we give you a Swindler? No, we can't. Oh, no, she's already got it. Now, what about in here? Nothing new there. We have skill points. We'll look at that in a moment. Yeah, okay. Nothing new. Nothing new. So with Grom here, let's go ahead and pull back ever so slightly. And let's encamp. And let's encamp. Let's go to our recipe book here. And let's look at our new ingredient. We got stinky fungi. They call stinky, but me think opposite. Me like it, mash it up, and rub it on myself. Good for skin. You try. Did I already have that before? We got growth. Gain a random amount of gold. Casualty replenishment rate. I really like the troll flesh. I really do. But I feel like we should make something new. How about enemy leadership lowered and enemy siege holdout time reduced? And we'll combine that with casualty replenishment rate. So let's go ahead and put, what are these here? Ocean clams and stinky fungi. And this is going to make fishy shroom burgers. That sounds absolutely disgusting. I don't know if I would eat shrooms on a fish burger at all. It doesn't look very appetizing either. I mean, it needs a shave up here, right? But let's see here. Attribute, Grom only. Perfect vigor for Grom. Fishy breath for Grom. Gain a random amount of gold. Casualty replenishment rate. Enemy leadership. Enemy siege holdout time reduced by 5. Let's go ahead and start cooking. We'll spend 50 there. It's a 15 turn cooldown again. Pretty good. Ooh, quest issued. Interact with the food merchant. Is the food merchant back? What's going on here? Quest successful. Oh yeah, use Grom's cauldron to cook a recipe. Yeah, so we had that sitting in the chamber. And I feel comfortable to upgrade this to the next tier. And let's go through our skill points. Now this is our Night Goblin War Boss. And let's go ahead and put points into the Gobbos. And then now with Grom, do we have this other stuff unlocked up here? We finally do. Leadership, aura size, and leadership +9 for Goblin units in the Lord's Army. Let's go ahead and do that. And then down over here, let's get Doom and Darkness for our River Troll Hag. And then we're going to have 10% campaign movement range in just a moment here. Now, are these replenishing? They don't seem to be replenishing. There is no Lord leading this army. This army is in foreign territory. So do they only replenish like back home? Is that how the WAs work? I don't know. But we've come through and we've crumped everybody pretty good. First it was Paravon, then Carcassonne, now Bordelou. And we need to go chase down Alberic. We should probably wipe him out in his entirety. So I think we'll probably raise this with one of our armies and then ambush with the other. And maybe the High Elves will come up and fall into the ambush. Oh no, oh no. Is he going to take it? No, we're good. The Red Duke.
Your conquests strike fear.
Aha, thank you very much. So 2,000 from bonus objectives. Faction destroyed, broken nose, campaign movement range. And we need to sack, loot, occupy, or raise 4 more settlements. Now, broken nose, I think, starts over in here. But we don't know who's got it, right? We don't know who's in there. Okay, now this still has walls, and we don't have siege attacker in here, I don't think. Nope. We'll get Gutter Fighter.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
And so with Grom, let's come up and let's raise this.
Grom always wins. Snatch Grom stuff.
We'll get some of that scrap back. Serial Luda. Wow, successful. Very good. Now, hopefully that will complete our other quest mission. And then our WA is nearly full. But what I want to do now is I want to go back into friendly territory and see if it will replenish up. And then maybe do the quest. We'll teleport to the quest. And we'll see if the WA doesn't help us in that battle. Right over here. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's search the runes. No, I don't want to colonize it. We'll search. Aha, we have Lizardman Sudoku. These are always a bit challenging. So we know it needs to be a, let's see. Can't be a 3 or a 4. Okay. And we know that based on the choices down here. And it can't be this color because that color is already used. So it could be, and it can't be the purple. Okay, so it can't be these two because this color is already used here. The purple's already used there. So it's got to be a blue 1 or a 2. Now, how do we know which one it would be? I need to think about this for a minute, so I'm going to pause the recording. Okay, I think I've got it. We just work our way down through here. So this is a 1, 2, 3. This has to be a 3 and then a 4. And then this has to be a 1. So if we have 1 and 3 here and a 4 over here, 1 and 3, this has to be the 2. That makes this the 1. And so if we have 1, we need a 2 over here, and it's got to be blue. So there we go. Although green would be preferred, right, for a green skin campaign. We picked up an Ogre Blade, and I think this guy's lacking a weapon, so we can go ahead and give him that. And we can get Serial Luda on here. I still don't have any extra stuff that I can throw in this way. And with Grom, got our skill point here. Now let's come in here and look at all this great stuff. We got casualty replenishment rate, growth is increased, hit points and physical resist. I'm kind of tempted to just go with that. But the magic item drop chance is also really good. And then the increased income, which would be helpful right now because we're a little bit negative. We're a little bit negative. But there are high elves in the seas, and they may attack us soon. So I am really tempted to go with the hit points and the physical resist. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And then with our Troll Hag, we'll go ahead and get Doom and Darkness so that we can overcast that. And we want to go to no infighting where we get reduced attrition, which would actually make it easier to move into the Wood Elves territory and bring some fight into them. And we get income from post-battle loot 5%. And is that everything that I can do right now? I can't really build more. We're going to get some income back right here. That's going to be pretty good. And let's go ahead and end our turn, see if we get attacked by anybody. And figure out what our next move is. Like I said with Grom, I want to go back into our home territory and see if we can replenish. And if we can do that, then maybe we'll fight the quest battle for his axe, which would be great. If we can get his quest item done soon. And then we also want to try to get his lucky banner when we can. Now, are they going to settle this? They do. Now, I'm not sure if that's good or bad. I really don't know if I want to deal with undead corruption leaking into our territory and our lands. The Hag Merchant is back. We'll see who is the fool. We don't need to do any recruiting, so I'll take the leadership for all my armies. And then with Grom here. You know what? We're just going to go ahead and burn it back into our territory. We got a Waz for a handful of more turns. Okay, let's just get all the way over here. We're at minus 1,600. We got 19,000, nearly 20,000 in our treasury, you know, so we're okay. And we can see that Baston has kind of gone out of control. We want to go over here and get Castle Carcassonne. Raise that again if we can. And eliminate Bordelou, however you say it. I don't speak French. But eliminate them from the game if possible. Now, did they just settle right there behind us? That is awfully foolish. That's incredibly foolish.
scared of getting your metal?
Let's pay the tribute. No, let's go Angry Gods and increase our growth. All right, we're going to take Grom. We can't quite get there. That's why they did that.
Powerful war boss.
But let's swing up to here. Let's get our ambush success chance up. We got 70%. Come on. Come on.
Leaving.
All right, so we're going to set an ambush right there, so we should be able to hit them next turn. And then with Grom, we'll go interact with the food merchant. Quest successful. Interact with the food merchant, so we get scrap and money automatically for that. Now, we've already got a cooking challenge, so I don't really think I want to do that again. Let's go ahead and let's spend 1,000, and we'll get the dragon tail. And we'll see what that does. And is that down here? Dragon tail. Ammunition. Dragon breath ammunition. Projectiles will cause explosive damage for goblin and night goblin missile units. All armies. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And so once you unlock the extra slots and you could do like 4 ingredients at a time, you could probably make some pretty powerful combinations of equipment and recipes. I don't see our WA replenishing at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to merge up these units here. And then with Grom, we got a little bit of movement left. Let's, let's swing it back out towards Castle Carcassonne. No, you know what? Let's just stay where we are and let's replenish so that we can fight our quest battle. Let's just do it that way. Faction destroyed Kothik. So that was the High Elf transport fleet that was off in the ocean there. And now they're no longer a threat. Imagine that. Now, I don't know if Alberic has fled far enough to avoid Nasha. But it does look like our ambush was foiled. That's most likely why he left. And it looks like the Red Duke's going to come up and get that territory. Gosh, I really don't know about having the Red Duke over here. He's going to spread vampiric corruption all over. And it's going to be kind of ugly and nasty. But then they're stuck down to this, right? Okay, let's go ahead with Grom. This army should be full strength. And let's just come into a regular stance. And let's go ahead here. Now, I did the Call to War trophy. I completed it. So I should... I don't know when I get this. I guess I have to wait 13 turns. But in any case, okay, Axe of Grom, that's where we're going. Black Tooth's Revenge. Collect 6 ingredients for Grom's Cauldron. So we're almost there, I think. And then destroy an enemy of the Crooked Moon. Well, let's go ahead and do the Axe to Grom. I think we're in pretty good shape to do this right now. So let's go ahead and teleport. It's giving us even odds. They have a giant, and they got some the Swamp Things, River Trolls, regular River Trolls, River Trolls. We should be okay, right? We're anti-infantry there. Slimy Shanks. Let's see how we do.
I've had enough chin-wagging with this Git. He's been hiding out here, bragging about how big he is. All just rumors. He's nothing. Look at his stupid ass. He's trying to make himself look bigger. He'll be even shorter once I cut him down to size and take back my axe. The lad's been saying they've seen some other gobbos skulking round here too. Best keep our eyes open. Guzzler's gonna get guzzled. There's only one king of the gobbos, and that's me! Sure thing!
So that's just lovely, right? He's insulting him, saying he's trying to get bigger by wearing a hat. Proper greenskin insults here. All right, let's go ahead and get our missile units moved up. And we're going to want to... Actually, let's bring our missile units just right over here. And let's bring some skulkers off this way. And let's go ahead and go Grom, Hag. And we want to bring some of our regular Gobbos over here to assist with the giant. And we should be expecting reinforcements. Oh, look at that. They got some Doomdiver catapults and an Arachnarok spider back there. I hope we're strong enough to do this. We should be. We should be okay. Let's see. Let's bring Grom and the Hag and the Trolls. And let's bring the Pump Wagon off this way. We could send like one unit of nasty Skulkers back there to wipe out the Doomdiver catapult. But you know what? The spider would wipe us out. And it could be possible that they got just a bunch of reinforcements back in there that we can't see, right? That we can't see. So we want to be careful with that. Let's go ahead and take Grom right into the river trolls. And let's spread these all out. Let's get our pump wagon over here. Okay, Grom should do okay. And then now he's got fishy breath for a little while, so he's got this wind attack. Let's see what happens when we use it here on these goblins as they come up. That's from his recipe. That did a lot of damage. That was actually quite powerful. And then let's go ahead and throw a fireball in there. And now let's creep up right here because we want to be able to shoot the giant. And we'll bring more spears off this way. We got some more spears over here. And we can kind of bring all this stuff up just a little bit here. Grom should be more than fine in here right now, at least. And now let's bring in our river trolls over here. Our troll hag. Let's get swamp breath. And no. You need to be in there. Okay, you guys have crumped all that pretty good. Let's start bringing it this way. Let's bring this down that way. Bring this over here. How do we look? How do we look? Let's get up that way. Let's get on there, Lord, with the nasty skulkers. Let's pull out with our trolls there that are having a little bit of trouble. Now, all this should be breaking over here. So let's just collapse down the line. Not doing so great in here. The giant is causing a lot of damage. The giant is problematic right now. Yeah, we got Grom over here. Let's get the pump wagon. Let's get on that right over in there. Let's stay on that. Let's just keep rushing back that way. And we got to crump this giant, right? This giant is very problematic for us right now. Let's go ahead and just chase that. Okay, we finally broke that stuff. Let's come off over here. We do have a unit returning back there. So let's turn them around. Let's rush in. Yeah, let's come up with these spears. Grom must keep boss cred by surviving. Defeat Git Guzzler. Defeat Skarsnik's forces. What is Skarsnik doing in this battle? He should not be here. Skarsnik, you traitor. Okay, but the giant's going to go down now. We're getting on the trolls in here. Let's pull out with the pump wagon. Let's get all three of these just right there. Let's come out with these trolls right there. And then let's go ahead now and drop our idol in. Now, we didn't really get a look at this last time that I used it. Let's bring it over here to Git Guzzler. Okay, we've got them broken. Let's break that over there. The giant is breaking. Now, where is Skarsnik? Skarsnik seems to be off over there. So let's bring all this stuff back this way. And we still have the Wah ability. Let's not forget about that. Bring Grom in over here. Okay, let's send nasty skulkers on the... what is this? These are allies? The foe attacks our ally? What is going on here? That's our ally. So where is Skarsnik's forces? You can tell I have, like, no idea what's going on in here. Okay. Get him, please. Let's get the idol. Bring this back this way. Okay, let's shoot these trolls. Let's bring this stuff back that way. Now, who's that over there? There's Skarsnik. So these are our allies that came on the field here. I was trying to defeat them. Those are our allies. We don't want to hurt them. Okay, let's come over here. Let's run this stuff off. Now, did we squish the Lord yet? Okay, let's regroup up with our Gobbos. Let's bring our Skulkers. And let's send our idol. Our idol is now losing all of its health. And I realize I haven't even used our Wa quite yet. I'm going to wait. Let's see. What are you guys doing? Get this stuff over here. We got lots of squigs that came in. Super squigs. So these are probably like bloated corpses. Okay, now what do we got right here? Now you guys come back. So you get in there. You get in there. Skarsnik's off over there. We got a couple big spiders. He's doing a little bit of damage back here with that stuff. Let's take our missile units and deploy them back this way. More or less, we look okay here, right? Let's get up on this guy. The nasty goat plucker. Okay, now we got the big spiders are coming. Grom and friends, come back this way, please. Okay, we want to turn so that we can face these spiders effectively. Grom is nearly full health, so we can bring him back off that way. Okay, so we've slowed them down. Skarsnik is way off over there. Now, are these enemies? These are enemies. Now, let's go ahead and get on them with the spiders there. Let's get on these ones here. Or did I say spiders? I mean with our trolls. Alright. Now, we need to kill off the Arachnarok spider. So let's come up. And where's the other spider? Yeah, we got more nasty skulkas coming over. Let's protect our flank. Let's bring this stuff back. Let's bring our pump wagon back over. Alright, Skarsnik's got a fair amount of troops. We got physical resist and all the goodies, though. So, we should be fine here. And we got Bortog the Prankster. Now, what's going on over here? They're hitting our trolls a bit. Can I borrow one unit? Yeah, the Arachnarok is in. Let's get over here with Grom. Get a fireball on this thing. Let's spread these out. Okay, a bunch of nasty skulkers coming over. Get on these. Let's shoot that. Okay, we gotta watch out here. Okay, let's reduce the speed of this thing. And then now with the nasty skulkers charging in. Let's get a leadership debuff. And we'll go ahead and we'll activate our Wa. Most of this stuff should break pretty quick, I would imagine. Let's kill the spider. Okay, let's come around the side there with Grom and friends. Just shoot that up. Let's turn this way now because there's more spiders off this way. Let's shoot that. Alright, let's get Grom over here. You stay on that spider. Come around the side. Grom's going to run off this way. I don't know that that's going to hit anything. Oh boy, that did a lot of damage to our own units right there. That's okay though. Okay, there's Skarsnik. Grom's going to give him a good thumping on the head. Okay, these are out of ammo, so our trolls are on that. Let's bring our stone trolls over. It's not a tough little battle here. Now, is there another big spider over here or anything? No, everything is breaking, so I think we've won now. That was not easy. Not easy. A little chaotic. I wasn't expecting that we would have reinforcements ourselves. Come on, Gobbos. Let's go get that spider. There's my pump wagon. So Grom's stinky breath attack is really strong. It's a lot stronger than I'm used to out of winds. Those conical shaped winds. Okay, I'll see you back on the campaign map here.
King never loses.
Well, it wasn't easy, but we did win. And you know what? Our WA did not come on the reinforce. I totally forgot about the WA when we were in the midst of fighting the battle. So you do have to fight that all by yourself. Keep that in mind. We're going to eat the captives. Now we've gained another follower. More income from post-battle loot. Let's see. Can we equip that in here? Post-battle chance of stealing a magic item and a swindler. And do we have any other items in here yet? Not quite yet. Not quite yet. Quest issued. Discover 12 recipes for Grom's Cauldron. And we'll get bloated and unstoppable. 100% casualties suffered. Minus 100% casualties suffered from the Mist of Ivresse. So Mist of Ivresse, I believe, causes attrition in the High Elf lands. And it's an Eltharian rite or ritual that he has access to. So this will make us immune to it. That's really good. We'll also have weapon strength 10% when fighting against High Elves, all armies, and leadership when fighting against High Elves. So as you do Grom's quests and other things, you become better at fighting High Elves, it seems. So it seems like it's a good idea to complete these. We have another quest issued. Unlock all cooking slots in Grom's Cauldron, and we'll get the knowledge of exotic flavors. A secret recipe is revealed, and we'll get 8,000 to our treasury. Blacktooth's Prophecy of Ruination. Raise or sack 10 different settlements belonging to the current or to the following race, the High Elves. And a secret recipe will be revealed in his recipe book. Oh, darn. So now we got quests that are pulling us over into the High Elf lands. And I don't know if I'm quite ready to go over there. Own the entirety of 6 provinces, and we'll gain another secret recipe, and a random ingredient will be unlocked. We have succeeded in this quest, collecting 6 ingredients. Knowledge of exotic flavors. So a secret recipe is revealed, and we get 1,500. And quest successful, the Axe of Grom. So now we have growth for all of our provinces, increased armor-piercing weapon damage for Grom, bonus versus infantry, and the Axe of Grom, which makes him a lot better at dealing with heavily armored infantry and maybe lords and heroes, I would hope. And our treasury has gone up. We've got a new ingredient, a new recipe, a new ingredient. My gosh. Holy smokes, there's so many things to look at. Okay, now where is the book itself? Like, open recipe book. Aha. Now, does it, like, extend further? No. So we have Elven foie gras. Elven foie gras? Elven foie gras, is that how you say it? It has not been cooked yet. Use the required ingredients and cook it to increase Grom's strength. So, spores and mushrooms, beast bits. So I'm not sure. Like, it's been unlocked, but it doesn't really look like it's a secret recipe. Maybe by secret they just mean undiscovered, which would be different. Like, secret to me would be like something new pops in here, but then if you get it that easy, it's not much of a secret either. So I don't know. It doesn't tell us anything about what it does, but it's spores and shrooms and beast bits. Those are the ingredients. Now, are there like little tabs or anything in here that show other screens? No. So spores and shrooms and beast bits. And so these are our new ingredients. We have harpy heads. Ammunition increase for goblin and night goblin missile units, all armies. Harpy teeth. Increased number of projectiles for goblin and night goblin missile units. Oh, that could be pretty strong. That's kind of like the huntsman upgrade that you get with Marcus Wolfhart. Eagle talons, good for toothpick or grind and sprinkle in nice stew. Eagle's sight ammunition. Increased armor piercing damage for goblin and night goblin missile units. Oh my goodness. So if you did eagle talons combined with harpy heads, that would be pretty powerful for taking down heavily armored troops, I would imagine. We have winged leather. Flappy bits and hollow bones give dish good crunch. Hollow bone ammunition, anti-large for goblin and night goblin missile units. Range increase, all armies. And phoenix claws. Do I have this? No. Obtain a trophy from a successful call to Wa against any elf faction. So I don't have that yet, but I have these ones. And we still have our fishy breath. Our fishy shroom burgers recipe is up. I kind of like that. So we'll keep that active for right now. We'll look at one of the other ones later. Grom is in his territory. He's going to go ahead and replenish up again here. And we can't recruit anything. His Wa is not replenishing, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and just kick that unit out. And with Grom, let's take one turn to replenish. And let's... You know, we can't reach him, and look at this. Now we're taking undead attrition, so... Oh, I really don't know. Why are we... No, it's got to be because it's a swamp. Why are we taking attrition here? When in undead areas or high vampiric corruption. Okay, so since they own it, we take attrition automatically. Otherwise, if they don't own it, it just has to be high corruption. Well... I imagine that the Red Duke is going to go finish off Alberic. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to come down this way. And next turn with Grom and Nasha, we'll come out. And we'll attack Quinnell's. Do I have access to rock lobbers finally? I do. And so here's what I want to do. I'm going to merge units with Grom. And I'm gonna drop 2 units of Gobbos. Let's just drop these 2 on the end. And we're gonna go ahead here and we're gonna get 2 local recruitment rock labas, 3. And we're gonna be able to put 2 of them in Nash's army, and we'll keep 1 in Grom's army, and that will allow either army to attack walled settlements. We won't have to initiate with Grom every time if we don't want to. And other than that, we look pretty good. We could use some nasty skulkers in here, but let's spend our skill points. I want magic item drop chance, income from sacking, and income from post-battle loot with Grom. And then over here with our giant river troll hag, we'll get the final point into doom and darkness, and we shall end our turn. Look at that. We're doing great. Haha, I told you we'd win, boys. I like the voice acting for Grom. It's pretty good. Rah, rah, rah.
Grom's listening, but Grom's also eating, so make it...
All right, the Red Duke would like a non-aggression pact with us. He's strength rank 47. It's really tempting to go up there and just smack him down and wipe him out. But I kind of think that we should finish off Bordelou, declare war on Baston, finish them off, and then maybe hop over here and help Skarsnik. Or maybe we should just finish off Bordelou, and then go help Skarsnik. I want to make sure that Skarsnik survives into the campaign. But we're going to reject this for now. In fact, if we just wait patiently, there's a very good chance that the Red Duke will go and kill off quite a few of the rebellion factions for us. And none of this territory is suitable climate for us. Only our one starting settlement. Okay, so we got some raiding in Massive Oracle. Yeah, that's for me. I'm raiding my own territory, no big deal. And that's where we're going to end this one. When we come back in the next one, we should be raising Castle Carcassonne. Maybe we'll move up through the High Elf area. I don't know, but I think I want to get over here and help Skarsnik. Because if we look at him, how's he doing? We haven't really checked. Where is Skarsnik in here? He's probably... where is he? Crooked Moon. He's only got his one settlement. So Skarsnik needs some help, right? He needs a little bit of help. And so I think maybe we could just straight away focus on that. He would accept peace. He'd probably even pay. Yeah, I don't know. What's it worth to sack his territory? Well, you know, it's worth another 7,000, so maybe we'll just go down there and do that. But you know what? We're going to end it here, and we'll figure it out when we come back next time. I hope you're enjoying this. You can let me know if you are with comments or thumbs up. I'm enjoying it. Love greenskins. Greenskin is my favorite faction. I got a couple shells of greenskin miniatures from years of my life, so I'm really excited to be playing with Grom here. And thanks again to Creative Assembly for the early access. We'll see you next time. You have a good afternoon, and take care.